All right, peace and blessings, everybody. It's Friday, July the 6th, the year 2018. This is our second letter from Ray Kahn. He spent 12 years in a North Carolina prison, and I believe that he was somehow a co-defendant, and I could be wrong, but I believe he was associated with Wesley Snipes in some sort of tax charges. And my understanding is that Ray Kahn was targeted because he spoke out against the IRS. We also put out a video where Ray Kahn had requested a feedback on a Trump pardon letter. And I pray to God that you had the chance to listen to that and provide Eddie your feedback. This letter came in the mail today. I will scan this letter. If you go to list of other prisoners and look in alphabetical order by the last name, we do have a Dropbox folder for Ray Kahn. You can also go, and this letter will be uploaded to that Dropbox. If you want to see the videos that we have on Ray Kahn, you can just go to my channel and type in Ray Kahn or just Kahn, K-A-H-N, and you'll see all the videos that we've uploaded regarding him. But this letter came in. I wanted to read it into YouTube, and I'll upload it to Facebook as well. He wrote it on July the 1st, 2018. Related the Bible you gifted me. Dear Rudy, I just wanted to write and thank you for the wonderful King James Bible that you sent to me. It is great. It has large print, which is very helpful to someone with failing eyesight. I cannot thank you enough for your generosity. So that's very heartwarming to me. I wanted to send him a King James Ruckman Reference Bible, but I just think that was probably too small print, so I went ahead and just found a King James Bible with very large print. At least that's my recollection. Everything's kind of running together. My wife, I call it kooky, and I apologize. It's not kooky, so I'm going to correct myself right now, and from now on, I'm really going to try my best to say it properly. It's pronounced cookie, like the cookie that you eat. My wife, Cookie, also told me that you had put my pardon letter to President Trump on YouTube. I thought that was great. I believe that more Americans that we can show with evidence how evil and conniving the alphabet soup agencies are, the better chance we have of turning this ship around. Please feel free to share any of the documents that I give you with anyone that you feel would be interested in looking at them. It would be nice to get a pardon from Trump, but to be honest with you, I would rather get out without his help. If I got a pardon, people will think that I just got lucky and Trump was in a good mood that day. They will not understand that I was illegally imprisoned. They will never know all of the sleight of hand tricks that both the prosecutors and the judges routinely do to everyone that gets caught in their web, at least on the federal level. I have been there 3 times. I have learned through bitter experience what they do. Because I am a fighter, I have battled them each time. I have had to do it alone, as I could never find an attorney that wasn't a member of the federal gang. I have accumulated many documents that prove their actions are fraudulent, documents that I have never seen anywhere else. When I get out of here, Rudy, I will give you those documents with the explanation of how to use them to keep a trial from ever happening. I know people will say, well, why didn't it work for you? The reason it didn't is because you are learning as you go through their system. You are gathering documents that you needed at the first, not at the end, of your entrapment in their web. The further in you get, the harder it is to get out. What would really be good is to have some God-fearing legal help from members of the bar. I'm not sure that even exists. That's just my commentary. I was fortunate enough to have that during the 8 years that the organization that I founded, American Rights Litigators, was active. It stymied the IRS. They could not figure out how to get around the attorney and CPA that took our members' power of attorney and responded on the members' behalf to the IRS agents' request for information or money. Speaking of that, here is a new organization that you might want to check out. I am including the first page of their website. It's called Justice for Pro Se's. It's headed by Richard A. Posner. He was an appellate court judge for the 7th Circuit for 37 years. If anyone knows how crooked the federal system is, I would say it would be him. It seems that he has set up this nonprofit organization and is recruiting like-minded attorneys to give their time and expertise pro bono to assisting litigants that do not have an attorney to represent them. Please let me know what you find out. However, in my personal situation, I would like to just hire one of those like-minded attorneys and have him just go meet with Judge Royce Lamberth in his chambers and ask him 2 questions. 1, what date did you declare the mistrial? Number 2, why did you declare the mistrial since that information is not on the statement of reasons? All I really need is for him to admit that he declared a mistrial. That should get me out of here immediately. My problem, finding an attorney that would have the courage to do it. Judges intimidate lawyers. I've seen it many times firsthand. If you have any suggestions regarding this, I am all ears. God bless you and yours, Rudy Eddie. And then he has this piece of paper that he sent from Mr. Posner's website. Let me just go ahead and read it so it'll be on the record, and I'll try to add this to, it looks like, I don't know what to think of it. Justice for pro ses, obtaining justice for pro ses. Our mission statement. Justice for Pro Ses is a nationwide pro bono legal services organization founded and led by Richard A. Posner, a retired judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit. Justice for Pro Ses was founded on the belief that pro se litigants are being mistreated by the courts because judges are often indifferent or hostile to them. Justice for Pro Ses is not a law firm. Instead, it is a 501c3 organization devoted to assisting deserving pro se litigants who need but cannot afford or don't know how to utilize legal assistance or guidance. Justice for Pro Ses includes lawyers among its members, but they are in the nature of volunteer helpers, they are not employees. Justice for Pro Ses refers deserving pro se litigants to outside lawyers and others willing to assist the litigants free of charge in representing themselves in state or federal court. Justice for Pro Ses will then monitor the pro ses cases, publish the results, and thereby bringing accountability to the courts. Richard A. Posner, our founder. Richard Allen Posner was a judge of the United States Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit in Chicago from 1981 until 2017. Judge Posner is currently a senior lecturer at the University of Chicago Law School. His faculty profile can be found at, and then it gives lawchicago.edu/faculty/Posner-R. Judge Posner has been described as probably America's greatest living jurist. But that's in Wikipedia. A 2004 poll by Legal Affairs magazine named him one of the top 20 legal thinkers in the United States. In addition, a 2000 study published the Journal of Legal Studies identified Judge Posner as the most cited legal scholar of all time. He is the author of 68 books and countless scholarly articles. As the sole owner of Justice for Pro Ses, Judge Posner has committed not to receive a single penny from the company, whether as compensation, payback, incentive pay, reward, or otherwise characterized. And then on the second page it goes about, after 35 years, Judge Richard A. Posner resigned from the United States Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit because he believed that pro se litigants were not getting a fair shake from either his court or any other court. So he decided to quit and to do something to change that. Here is why. As Judge Posner wrote in the dissent in Estate of Miller v. Marbury, 847 F.3d, whatever, and the Court of Appeals panel's majority decision was unconscionable because it allowed a prison to knowingly violate its clear legal duties in such a way as to securely injure an inmate and thereby hasten his death. As Judge Posner added, a dog would have deserved better treatment. As a result, the panel majority let stand the district court's erroneous grant of summary judgment to the prison, which not only denied the inmate's claim, but also took away the inmate's constitutional right to have a jury, not a judge, decide that claim. Judge Posner also called the appellate panel's majority decision outrageous because, like the decision of the district court, it was based on a clear misstatement of the facts. Moreover, even after the factual misstatements were privately acknowledged, a majority of the entire Court of Appeals voted to deny a rehearing of the case on the specious grounds that the errors were those of fact, not law. Apparently, some judges believe that factual errors in a judicial decision need not be corrected because they are hidden, whereas legal errors are not. Yet, an inaccurate statement of the facts would have mandated that the inmate be allowed to present his case to a jury, which would have then undoubtedly ruled in the inmate's favor, as discussed in the excerpt below from one of the Judge Posner's recent books. All right, I'll get this scanned and uploaded to Eddie Ray Kahn's Dropbox. If you guys have any anything you would like to write to Eddie Ray Kahn, I pray that you do drop a letter in the mail. He is on the list of other prisoners, and I pray that you reach out to him and let him know that he's not forgotten in the body of Christ. He is a strong Christian, and he has a wife on the outside named Cookie Kahn that loves him very much.